This is my 1981 Vagabond 17-foot sailboat, a holder design. It has been repainted. I did that a couple months back. So it's repainted inside and out. Got the mast on top there. Note I got a paper plate taped over my registration numbers. Gotta be careful nowadays what you post on the internet. Anyway, some of the things I've added: the little bow light for night running. Of course, I got a fan up there to keep it cool in there while I'm working on the boat. I also have a grill that I mount right there on these connectors right here. The legs come down below here, and I pull them up, and it holds the grill about 4 to 6 inches off the side, keep my boat from having any fire drop in it. I redesigned this ladder. It was one of them old hook kind that normally just stayed inside the cabin, where it's absolutely no use if you fall off the boat. And it's not as easy getting in a boat, you know, when you're in deep water. Most people fall off a bass boat, which is real close to the water. They got to climb back up the motor. It's very hard to muscle your way back in a boat if you can't touch the bottom. Anyway, the motor came with the boat. That's a 5-horse Yamaha. I did replace the prop. It was a speed prop, and I couldn't get the thing throttled up. It didn't have enough power to push the boat as fast as the prop wanted to make it go. So it was about 50 bucks for that little power prop. Okay. Also, I got the all-around. I purchased that and a super bright LED bulb to go in it. I also put the VHF, marine VHF antenna on there, and put a marine VHF radio inside. The 2 lights there on the bottom are my deck lights, super bright LED deck lights. My bow lights are super bright LEDs, as are the mast lights. I just put that compass there I got off the internet. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't too expensive. One thing I had to have on my boat is a brass bell. It's only a 4-inch brass bell, about 40 bucks. But on a boat you gotta have a bell. Well, it's not required by law on a boat this small. It's only 17 foot. There's the rudder and the tiller stick that turns it. It's not on the back of the boat because of the mast bracket. Marine VHF radio. Just below the white one there, the marine VHF radio, is the CB radio. Just above the marine VHF radio, the white one, I have 2 super bright LEDs that I haven't mounted yet that light up the inside of the cabin. That is helpful. I like going out at night. Summertime on the lakes in East Texas is very hot. Underneath this step, or seat, whatever you want to call it, is the crank to lower the swing keel. Note the aluminum structure underneath. I had to put some reinforcement under there because the teak wood could not support one end of that 400-pound keel, 375 pound, whatever. So it's just under 200 pounds pulling down on this little small teak. So it warped it. I went underneath, put 2 pieces of aluminum angle iron, and of course this little thing here to add strength where I had to notch the angle iron for the crank handle, which worked out real good. It supports now. Okay, let me see. I've had this little box here towards the back of the boat. I've had it called, or I found it was called a cooler, but it's not insulated. I use it for a battery box, deep cycle 12 volt heavy duty battery. And on the other side, where a fuel tank normally would go, I have 3. One of them's not here now, but I have 3 1-gallon cans. I don't need an external tank on my motor, and I also keep my fuel additives there. I've got a built-on tank on my Yamaha, which is great. You don't have to worry about having fuel spilled into the boat. This is a self-bailing hull on the cockpit side. It'll self-bail. There's a little hole down there that the cable goes through. This floor is above the water line. Now inside you do have stuff that is below the water line, but with the hatch on the front and the cover slid back here and the door put in, it stays pretty dry even in a bad storm. If you got your door in place, I got a piece of plywood I put in here. I'll pick it up shortly. If a wave were to come back from over the back of the boat and fill this whole back side up, only a minute amount of water would go through the cracks to get inside, which would keep you pretty much self-afloat. Okay, now underneath the cockpit seats inside the cabin, you can come inside the cabin and there's a quarter berth just inside the door here. Or you put your legs under here. It's more roomy than it would look. Right now there's a lot of life jackets and stuff pushed up in there, but if you're 7 foot tall, you can get in there and probably pull your knees up to your chest without hitting your knees on the top of the seat out here. It's got 2 quarter berths. One there and one here. And they're more roomy than one might think. I've got some good still photos I'll put on the end of this video. Note, I've been working on it, trying to get everything going. I've got GPS, I've got depth finder, external speaker, flare guns, I've got pretty neat stuff. Solar panel, not sure where that is right now. It was up there. Where did I put that darn solar panel at? Let me see. It's around here somewhere. I will find it later. It may be oh, there it is, underneath the flag. There are 2 aluminum things pointing up there and there. Actually turn down and connect right here on this cover. When I lay it down, it locks it into place. This cockpit door would not be there therefore it'd be on top of this, and it slides back and forth up towards where the mast connects. Now that cover sticking up right there is the front hatch, cabin hatch. I like the way I've got it put together now. It used to have a little wall right here. Behind the seat there it goes up, and somewhere about here it goes up. So it's kind of a little privacy. But a boat this small, no need. I took that out. Just get in the way. It kind of makes it hot in the front anyway. Alright. Looking down at the floor, I put new plywood in there. And new plywood under the cushion there. New plywood under the seat. That brown cushion there is actually the bed that works under the quarter berth back up under there. And like I say, that quarter berth will sleep one on each side. That's 2 people in the quarter berth, and supposedly 2 people in the V berth, where all the junk is there. With 2 people in the V berth, they got to be pretty familiar with each other to fit in there comfortable. Me, I think it'd be great for me to sleep there by myself, unless I got a short person in there with me. Alright, let me see. I like short people. Okay, I think that is good for now. I will attach some more video here as soon as I get the boat cleaned up.